time, so they feel like
Talking to you.
I think I was probably about 6 or like 5, and I used little 1 foot. They were like tin cans
So you put a string around.
strapped to my feet. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, and you held them.
Yeah.
But then you went to wooden stilts.
Yeah, I think that was when I was about 7. I went to wooden stilts, and now I walk on stilts that are like 4 feet tall, plus me.
So do you know people that walk on stilts, you know, like friends that you hang around with? You know, kids?
I don't really have any friends that walk on stilts, I don't think.
Do you ever get hurt on stilts?
I've never fallen on my stilts. You have to practice falling before, so if you do fall, you'll know how.
All right, now you can't practice for us. You don't have knee pads with you to do that. But what would it be like? How do you practice falling?
We set out a mat first, and you go on the shortest stilts and kind of have to lean back, and it's kind of like you fall on your knees mostly. You try and like take the impact with your hands and your knees.
Oh, so you have knee pads on to take the shock of the fall.
Yeah, and then once you're good enough, you take off the pads and you go to higher stilts and just fall on the ground.
Is it hard to keep from falling? It looks to me like it would be really hard to not fall.
Well, it's pretty easy. Like, the easiest way to fall is to not lift up your feet enough, and you can kind of scuff your foot on the ground. But if you're thinking about that, then it's pretty hard to fall.
How long do you think you'll be walking stilts?
Well, it's kind of like riding a bike. You never forget it. You can come back to it, and it's always there. So, like, I don't know, as long as I want to.
Okay, you know, I told you about my idea that what if there was a band of stilt walkers who could play music, who could play musical instruments. What instrument do you play?
I play bass.
Could you play it on stilts if you wanted to?
For sure. The only thing I'd be worried about is the cord getting tangled up.
Are you going to add anything to your act?
My act on stilts?
Yeah.
Well, every time I go to a fair like this, it kind of builds up looking at what other people do.
And what are you thinking about adding to your act?
Well, I see Amy, who is another stilt walker here, and she's really good with the crowd, so I try to pick up some of her techniques.
Yeah, are you a shy kid?
No.
Are you a big mouth?
No.
Are you a troublemaker?
No,
Are you a clown?
not really.
What are you?
I am kind of the odd one. Like at school, I've worn a chicken suit to school, and just to like make a difference, make the day fun.
Do you think the day would ever come when you'd say, oh, I got a college degree, man, I'm beyond this, I'm mature, I'm not going to do any stupid stilt walking anymore?
I don't think I would ever be at that stage, because it's pretty cool.
Do people treat you different when you're on your stilts?
For sure. It's like, oh my gosh, look at him. Well, I suppose it's pretty much like that when I'm my person too, because I'm always a little bit weirder.
No, but people see you walking around in your shoes on the ground, that's one thing. But when
Yeah.
they see you up in the air, there must be something different.
Yeah, of course there's the like comments that you always get, like how's the weather up there and those. So you have to like those you know somebody's gonna ask that every time, so you have to have something to say.
You are becoming a walkabout entertainer.
Yeah, I do it a lot with my dad.
So are you gonna? His dad is the Wacky Wheeler, Melvin the Wacky Wheeler, which all of you have seen. Are you gonna roll your dad's wheel around one of these days?
Well, in parades, which is what we mostly do, I steal his wheel. That's part of my act. When I'm not on stilts, I go in it. And I've got a little one at home that I practice on. And I think I might do it. I'm not sure though.
Where did you get yours? In the junkyard?
Yeah, just a cable reel, but a little smaller.
Can you do some of the same tricks that he does?
I'm working on going over the top right now.
Oh, don't crack any ribs.
I know.
Tell me, what is the best thing you like about walking on stilts, about being up in the air?
Well, I'm usually the shortest person, so it's nice to be over everybody. But I like being short. It's got its advantages.
What is that?
Like just running around and I don't know, dodging crowds.
Okay. Hey, listen, this has been really good. Muchas gracias for talking with us.
Thanks.